Sure. Welcome back, intrepid detectives, to our next episode of Chew. Yay!
Yay, and I'm back. Okay,
Can you
now
tell I don't pay attention to intros?
that's okay. Thank you for taking over for 5 minutes while my mic decided it didn't enjoy life. Welcome back to Chew in Buffalo Wing City. I am our DM, representing Captain Crunch, but also I have my really daring detective say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
To give you a bit of a recap, you have just left our beach episode, partying at the beach. We learned everything from, things about there being a dead body somewhere to Ben getting connected to a lot of them and their brothers and Betsy's children flying through the air and narrowly avoiding a stranger in a cowboy hat who is not so much of a stranger to Betsy. So, between all of that, we learned a lot of fun things, and the group decided where they were going in the next case because they did get a note that the captain was out of the office. And with that note, they did find that they decided with him being out, they wanted to pursue the call for security at the mayor's rally in the park and maybe do a bit of investigating some of the silly things that the mayor may be up to that, could be a good idea, might not be. It's Mayor Crocker could be doing a few different things. So after a very restful day where everybody's appetites are back where they should be and they've had a little bit of an increase in what you guys have been up to, you're coming back into the office to a bit of chaos. Betsy, you're first today. You somehow beat Lolly. I think some level you probably were awake a little bit worried that knowing the captain is going to be out, and you've seen what's happened before with that. So, Betsy, you're there first, and everybody is running around with his door shut and a be back sometime sign on the door.
I got sunburned, so I was definitely sleeping too long.
Where would you like to go first? If you'd like to go, you can either check in on folks, you can check in on your compatriots on their way in, or you could check out messages in the board.
Ooh. What's checking in on folks? Is that like the other folks in the police office?
You can check on some of the other guys running around. Yeah, guys and gals.
Nice. Yes, Betsy is immediately like, okay, so who's running around doing what? I don't think that she's necessarily going to stop them from doing whatever it is they think they need to do while the captain's gone. She's just going to check to make sure no one's blowing anything up or dying,
You see a lot of them moving like papers and banners, a couple of them moving signs around, and it seems like they're following somebody. You can either get a hold of a sign or you could go and try to figure out where they're all coming from.
I'd like to see what this sign is. Why are we carrying signs? There should be no signs except regulations and union memos. So what is this?
You stop Sergeant Bologna, and Sergeant Bologna, she gets a little flustered when you stop her. We were just asked to get organize this. Here, you can take one, and she hands you a sign that clearly says in big bright letters, "Vote Crocker," on it.
I'm sorry. Somebody asked you to help with a political campaign?
Oh, this is part of whatever's going on for security. So, yeah, I just taking it to where they said to drop it off.
So the captain gave you these orders. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, Captain's out today. And she points. Okay. She points to the board, and you see it. One thing in the middle of the board right now is what appears to be a postcard from the beach with the captain waving to the group on it. You can very clearly see that it's not something that's actually a picture. The captain picked a picture of him in uniform, cut it out, and put it on the postcard.
Okay. All right. I don't know who's in charge of your operation, but security does not include using a federal agency as grunt work to put up posters. So who's in charge?
She points to the corner of the room, and in the corner of the room, in whatever you want to consider some level of glory, you see a large smile on the face of Officer Crocker, who is directing everyone to do things. And sitting at that little like desk he has right there, there's a sign made out of paper that says security detail.
How is he not in jail?
Oh, sorry. Crocker the son.
What's
Sorry.
even
Yes.
nepotism?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
At this point, Ben, you next arrive on the scene. And, you know, you also are aware that you have not answered anything from that weird message you got from IA that came while you were still kind of finishing off at the beach.
That is, yes. So I have not responded to IA. However, I did, Ben has serious bags under his eyes. After not playing while at the beach, he got home and was found out that the Red Ranchers, the current fifth place team in the world, was trying to dethrone his team for fourth. So it was an all-night raid attack, and Ben has not gotten much sleep. The IA message has been hanging on his head, but he's kind of holding off on that right now. There are more pressing things, so it seems. But yeah, Ben is looking tired, is what I'm saying. Ben's out of it.
Got it.
I think it's early in the morning, right?
Yeah, first thing.
First thing in the morning. I mean, I think the first thing Ben's going to do is not pay attention to anything at all besides just try to find Betsy. So I don't know how long that's going to take us to navigate. I don't know what conversations he has to stiff arm through, but
Yeah.
You can see a hustle and bustle going on, and Betsy currently with a really incredulous look, taking a look into the corridor as you see an officer just kind of moving everybody around.
I think Betsy is gonna be like this. And if Ben comes up to her, she's gonna look at him and then look at the situation and then be like, "You awake enough to record something?"
like on my phone.
Actually, that's bad policy because then we might have to steal your phone.
I've got a
Yeah,
second
sure,
phone.
on your phone.
I've got a burner account. I have to sometimes smurf the Candy Crushers. Yeah. Hold on.
You're gonna do good in this job. Yes, on that.
Okay.
With me.
Okay.
She's gonna walk up to Crocker and be like, "Officer Crocker, so pleased to see that you're back with us and on duty and no longer in jail. What you doing?"
Hi, Miss Baker. I have you to thank for this very cushy opportunity. As soon as I went up to the judge, you know, he played golf with my dad. He's just like really, you know, he just wanted to help me understand the error of my ways. So I got community service. Well, I can do it while I'm on the beat still. So they said my community service is to arrange security for large scale events in the park.
Okay. That's fantastic. I love that for you. Here's the thing. I'm gonna let you in on just a little small matter of law. Okay? You can arrange the security operation. I'm glad to hear you're in charge of that. What you can't do is have federal officers carrying political posters of any kind while they're on duty. You cannot order them to do that. So I'm gonna need all of these posters to go back in their boxes.
Oh, I didn't order them. They just, you know, they all volunteered.
Don't care. They're on duty. They're not allowed.
Well, that's fine. The boxes gotta go to the park anyway. That's where they gotta take them. So yeah, I'll get them back in the boxes for you.
You're gonna find another volunteer that is not a federal officer on duty to take those.
I don't have anybody else volunteers than the folks that are here. I'll admit I'm a little worried about that too, because this is like my second day on this gig, and I really trying to do the right thing here. Like they talked a lot about how I need to learn from all this.
I need you. You're helping the mayor's office, right? So would you like me to call the mayor's office and get this fixed for you?
Oh, absolutely. My dad, I'm sure would love to hear from you. Or Miss Reynolds. Yeah, sure.
All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and do that because I'm sure your father would be very upset if there was a little misunderstanding and more law breaking was happening
Ben just hands
while you were on your community service.
Ben hands his phone to Betsy. according to the other one.
Okay. Scapone, this is about the point you arrive for the day. You're coming in off of getting, let's say, some kind of breakfast with one of your brothers. What did you get, and who did you get it with?
I definitely think it probably would have been my oldest brother, Rocky Jr. I probably made him buy me breakfast, and I would have got a full breakfast and full stack of pancakes and ate all of it.
Very, very good. I think that you feel very full. It's like you can take on the week, and one of the benefits of coming in on a Monday is usually everybody's low energy, doesn't want to do anything, so like nothing happens. But as soon as you walk in the door, everybody is everywhere. Everyone is running around. The
Mhm.
energy is
Monday.
not what a Monday should be to you.
No,
You
I
see,
don't like
Okay.
this.
you see Betsy and Ben over by a familiar officer Crocker, who seems to be like a little out of like in a weird space, kind of looking around.
Yeah, I'm gonna march over and I'm gonna go. What? It's Pancake Monday. Things don't start happening till like 10.
That's
Yeah.
What's
Betsy
happening?
started it first thing.
Margo, you remember Officer Crocker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit
he's
sucker.
in charge of the security detail for the mayor's thing today. And he has a lot
Oh,
of
nepotism at its finest.
and he has a lot
want something to say.
of working federal officers doing political work in the
Now-
office.
Just because Margot doesn't care about the law that much, it doesn't mean she doesn't know the law, because you can't skirt the law if you don't know the law. And she goes, "Oh, really? Oh, that's fun. I'm sure." So he's doing community service, which to me means that he needs to meet with someone official to get that sign. And I'm sure they would be very interested to hear about him, I would say, skirting, bending, breaking, unabashedly smashing through the rules. And I mean, at worst, my brothers have done less to get their community service doubled or 3 to 5 nights behind bars. I mean, it's not unheard of. I'm sure a phone call could handle that. But we wouldn't want that, would we? That would look good.
Well, I think another good point to make too is the fact that you only got the community service because, again, of your own volition. I have it on camera. Your dad is friends with the judge.
Well, he just
Yeah.
wanted.
That was an
He was
interesting
trying
thing.
to teach me a lesson. He told me so.
Cool. My dad's never been friends with a judge. And I could
We're-
never get a lesson taught to me by a judge.
Yeah,
like that.
my mom is friends with a lot of judges, but not my dad. So,
All right,
but
so-
it hasn't given me anything.
So we're gonna clean this up the polite way, and we're gonna call the mayor's office to have them send down some of their volunteers to be loading political paperwork.
Truly, the mayor's office has a ton of unpaid interns.
So many. So
They would love to get exposure for this.
and then
It's a good thing I'm not there.
Like a phone off of a desk and like hits like an intercom button on it, so that it's like bursting through everyone else's phone, and she's like holding it like a mic, and she goes, "Attention, all federal officers on duty in this building. This is a reminder that it is illegal for you to participate in political activities while on duty. If you are holding political pamphlets or posters of any kind, please drop them on the floor in front of you, or otherwise there may be problems later. Not for me. I'm just saying I don't want any of you to get in trouble. So if you are carrying a box of posters or pamphlets connected to a political party, please drop them on the floor right now. We're getting this sorted out." And she just lets it go.
Betsy,
Yes. How much trouble did I just get in?
there's a bit. Would you like, if you would like to tell me how you're going to convince them and roll for that? It is a little in the middle right now.
I mean, oh, can I? Ooh. I mean, I think I could either say it's. Can I say it's training? Because I feel like she's trained half of the people in this room,
I think
and
there's
like they're like,
This
"Oh
is
no,
a training
my,
moment.
My trainer is saying I messed up a thing," and like that
Given the way you phrase that, I think that's accurate. Go with that.
Sweet. Okay, so that's 2. Let's see what happens. 4.
Okay, so you do realize that people have heard your announcement. A lot of folks are just like popping these things back into these office boxes that were around there too. We'll get back to what happens otherwise in a bit. At this point, Lolly, you are running in. You realize you are not on time. You are not to your early standard that you like to be there before everyone else, and no one has coffee. What is it like to rush in that morning?
So I rush in, but I'm in severe pain because I did not put on sunscreen, even though I heard Margot scream about sunscreen. So I've been suffering all weekend. So I overslept, didn't hear my alarm because I was like out cold. So I rushed in, pulling a Ben, getting the gross tub of coffee.
Oh,
And
now
walking in with that, and then like a shopping bag full of random like crazy creamers and stuff. And I just like come in, walk right by Crocker, dump everything, turn around thinking that like Margot's gonna be right there, and I just see Crocker, and I'm like, what are you doing here?
Oh, coffee! That's wonderful. Thank you. Oh,
This isn't even your floor.
oh no. The security detail. I was told to organize it up here. And yeah, we'll work out the details. You call the office, and I'm sure it'll go all right.
And I just turn around, and Ben's holding his phone like this, and I was like,
I think at this point in time, Ben
All
gives
right.
the phone to Lolly. He's like, here you go.
Yeah, so as Betsy's done with her announcement, she's watching some people put stuff down. And she picks up the phone. She wants to make sure that it is a phone from the office so that when it rings as the FDA office. And calls the mayor's office. And I don't know if she, you know what? I feel like Betsy does know that number. Betsy's just gonna.
Oh, Betsy's made a lot of complaints over the years.
Yes, Betsy is an involved citizen. Yes. They know her name.
Mayor's office. If you don't have a problem, we can help find you one.
What name did Crocker give that was like his secretary?
Reynolds.
Reynolds. Is it Reynolds on the phone?
It sounds, because if you say you know this number, you can tell it's probably the one who normally answers like that.
Okay. Hi, Reynolds. This is Officer Betsy Baker on duty calling today.
Hello, Baker.
Hello, Reynolds. So there's been a little, just a tiny misunderstanding. The FDA officers, as officers of the law, are not only allowed but encouraged to serve as security at a mayor's event. However, what they're not allowed to do legally is carry any of his posters or pamphlets or anything suggesting that he should be the next mayor, because we're not allowed to take political sides while we're on duty.
Hold it a moment. Have you read the contract for the security that the FDA signed with the city on this one? Because delivery of goods and services are a part of that. Now, please tell the baby boy to shut the box like he was told to begin with, because the boxes should be delivered closed.
I see. Okay. So I was not supposed to see all these posters running around and banners and such. I was just supposed to see boxes.
Oh, well, now that you mention it. No, you definitely are going to see them. I'm sure that will get to you momentarily. If that'll be all.
So there's a contract signed that says that we will move boxes as part of security. You realize that makes our security less secure because we're carrying things instead of guarding a person, right?
Who said you were guarding a person? Sometimes things are as important at times.
They hired us to guard non-living things as security?
Well, I believe that
You
law
needed
is a
federal agents for that?
law is a universal kind of thing. You're doing a great job protecting all sorts of things. Isn't that
Hmm.
right?
Okay, I will certainly be sure to read that contract. You know how I love to read legalese things. And that will be added to my report at the end of everything, as usual. Reynolds. Yeah. So I will let him know that the boxes need to be closed. Thank you so much for clearing that up.
You're welcome.
Hangs up the phone.
Margot, you looked at Betsy's face on the
I mean,
phone.
I definitely was leaning. I heard all of that. For sure. Margot has long mastered the eavesdrop on other people's phone call skill.
Okay, so we found a way to solve this, Officer Crocker. It seems really the problem is nobody should know what's in the boxes until they get there and are put up by people not us. So, boxes need to be closed, posters need to stay in the boxes, banners need to stay in the tubes, everything needs to be stayed put away
Okay.
until they get there.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure it gets closed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, there will be legal issues. You know, if a journalist gets in here and takes pictures, we wouldn't want that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They say all publicity is good publicity. I don't know. The guys at the office take care of that. Cool. I'll take care of it for you. Thank
I
you.
pick up my personal cell phone and just snap a picture that just has Crocker in the frame with all the open boxes.
Lolly, when you picked up your phone at an opportune time, as you also get a ding. As you get a ding, you do get a because you've always been taking down numbers from people all this time to keep track. You get a ding that's a bit unfamiliar. It's from an intern elsewhere in the building. It says, "Red alert. Chief on the move."
Betsy,
Mm-hmm.
Betsy, floor 2 says Chief on the move.
With that, Ben, you have experienced this only one time, but as the elevator opens, looking out, kind of over your phone recording, you realize that the chief has made his way up to the floor and is striding off the elevator. Do you holding the phone, do you want to keep holding the phone, or are you going to make a different choice?
I feel like Betsy might reach her hand over and be like, "It's okay, we're done now."
Yeah, I think Ben would be like,
leave it recording.
yeah, well, that was like just kind of like putting it down like to my stomach, you know what I mean, and kind of like trying to play it off a little bit, but obviously, you know,
Just
he's like, I'm
return
going
it
to
and
sleep.
Candy Crush.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking about just kind of going like, oh, hello, you know, walking away, but I don't think that he'd be able to pull it off right now.
Margot has definitely commandeered whatever the nearest desk is that's not hers, even if someone's sitting in it, and taken the chair to look like she's doing something.
Striding off the elevator, Betsy, walking in your general direction, is Chief Gordon. Chief Gordon, heading your way, in his very familiar bright yellow cap, looks very angry.
Wait, Chief Gordon?
Chief Gordon.
Oh, right, Chief, not Captain. I'm thinking Captain. Chief. Okay, got you. Hey, Chief, we don't always see you up here on this floor. What's going on?
Like to keep it that way if I can.
We love it when you can do the things you want to do, Chief.
I'm not here for pleasantries. Let's just get this done. You're in charge today.
Love to hear it.
Coffee?
He looks at your tub coffee and looks back. You have an assignment. I know you didn't volunteer, but you need now to be there. I'm going to assign you, I don't know, we have somebody in charge of security, but I don't think that's the right word here. I think it's better to charge this to you as organization.
You know, that doesn't sound like a terrible idea, Chief.
I hope so, because I feel like we're getting hosed here. Did you read the contract that I sent over?
I have not read it yet. I just got here, but I have heard all about it, so I will be reading it shortly in the next few minutes.
It's probably on Crunchy's desk. Feel free to go peruse it. He usually doesn't lock the office anyway. But simple fact matters. There is the matter of getting everything there, which they'll handle, and then the fact that there's the VIP coming, and
Lolly closes the
that
window.
just needs to be organized.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know I know what I'm doing, Chief.
I know. Get down there. Try to keep the security in line if you can.
Mm-hmm.
One other thing. Don't call over there. I hate getting messages. And with that, he turns around.
I think Betsy, like, literally goes, like, she's gonna say something, but if he just turns around, she'll let it go.
Yeah. He heads back towards the elevator. And with that, in the elevator, Betsy, you do see on the way back around a scared intern, slender glasses, kind of like wave from sending you the text message. And with that, he is headed back up the stairs.
I go, bye, chat.
The last thing in a moment is Capone. You also get a text message right now.
Great.
It's
Who's bugging me now?
it's from Papa asking if you
Oh, well, my mood's much better already.
are you going to be at the park later.
Betsy, am I going to be at the park later?
Yes, Margot, you're going to be at the park later.
Cool.
We've just been put in charge of the whole shebang.
I was so focused on looking busy, I wasn't actually listening. I'll text my dad.
The day you can accomplish both, you'll be unstoppable.
I know, but I don't want to overshadow you, so I'm holding back on purpose.
I will also say that the clock for the timer targeted has clicked again.
That's
So
okay.
on my
You don't
clock
have
page, guys. Hold
That's
on.
totally fine. You don't have to.
So targeted's on 4 ticks now.
Targeted's on 4 out of 8.
Okay.
So you do get another message back saying that, oh great, I was invited to be there for some announcement that I'm really excited about.
They're all gonna be separate messages. What? Why? Tell me more. Tell me more quickly.
It's all hush hush. You get in a text message back. I'll see you there, and you'll hear about it then.
No, tell me now.
You don't get a message back from your dad.
I'll lay on the thing like, please, Daddy. Like with a long line.
Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
A heart emoji that she never uses, but it's the black heart emoji.
He sends you the hug emoji back, but he takes a very long time to type it.
All right.
Now, you notice at this point also that the poster for this big event has been set upon your board. And if I will release the board right now for everybody else, that the board has been updated a bit from the last time you have been in the office. Some things have moved around from your last case, including your orange skin suspect to the top that you have apprehended. He's up there. You do notice that the post-it note has disappeared from the picture of Crocker on your board, and somebody has been throwing darts at it without the captain present. So there's just like Scapone on your desk is a set of 2 more blue darts. Nobody's gonna ask, but you know.
Yeah, they shouldn't be blue. I need to get new darts.
You do have some leftover clues and threads from before that you don't necessarily maybe know if they go anywhere. Things related to the eggs, pies, candy to cookies, the bodega cat. You have both of your
Tony, my guy.
yeah, your fun friend that you meant. You also have Dorothy Crocker's photo still up there. Now that you've connected that Dorothy is with the mayor, you have put that out there. You also have Sophia up there. You've also added there's a key next to Sophia because Sophia keeps getting out of things. Somebody's added that little signal there for you all. Also, Scapone, all the different watches you collected now have made their way up there as part of where they are right now. So that is just kind of a marvel. And Ben, as you're kind of looking at it, you realize now there was one watch that was stopped. There is now two. Let's see.
It could be good or bad.
The other things around you all is there is one of those signs. It looks like somebody took one of the signs and stapled it to your board, so you do have that kind of up there. Also now, Scapone, there's a picture of that gentleman that you met again at the beach, the wrestler that seemed very into having a conversation with you. His picture is now up there. It looks like it has been hastily put up in the same kind of way that Lolly's has been, which is still up there with her Wolfgang. Also, that you do notice that there's someone has a picture of your hand and your one metal finger up there now. And the salt shaker, Betsy, is up there with also a little bit of a silhouette, kind of indicating what you're a little worried about with your daughter. That's out there too, along with the IA note and cell phone messages and things. So yeah, for anybody who is unaware, these are just some of the clues, places, and things up there that kind of are out there for our case. You do have the park itself. You do have the Candy Shop's logo for your dad, Margot, as well as, though, now there is a space that looks like a version of what your game looks like, Ben. So that is up there now as well. And those are the current things that are up there to keep in mind and, be aware of along the way here, okay?
Hi. I think Betsy is, now that she's been sort of like given direction, I think Betsy is gonna walk back over to Officer Crocker. Officer Crocker! Good news. Don't know if you heard that little conversation I just had with the chief. I've been assigned to help you. Just because I know a lot of protocol, so much protocol. So I'm just gonna help you remember what the protocol is and do everything in an efficient manner. That's my job today.
Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you.
All right, and we're gonna start with double checking that contract of all the things that we're supposed to do. We can kind of like use it like a checklist. I'm gonna go get that from Crunch's office. All right, I'll be right back. Gang, you could come with me, help me look for this very important contract on Crunch's desk.
Yeah, absolutely. Margot is definitely gonna walk ahead and definitely not disarm a booby trap she might have set for the captain for later.
Betsy, you notice that a pie falls to the ground.
Oh man, that was goodbye.
You wasted Wolfgang's pie? Is
No.
that from this weekend?
I ate Wolfgang's pie and then filled the pie tin up with expired shaving cream.
Okay.
That's
The shoe fly pie?
I
don't remember. I know it was good, but it was like 2 a.m. when I ate it.
That's like his award-winning one is the shoe fly.
we don't have time for this. Into the office. And I think she like shoos everyone in and like closes the door behind her.
Cream on my pants.
And goes, so I am looking for the contract. Can everyone please look for the contract? And I think she's gonna mime like down sort of underneath the desk where everyone can see her hands, but if there's a camera somewhere it won't see. She's like, pictures, take all the pictures. And she's
You thought I stopped recording?
Betsy, this isn't even a roll. You see the contract is clearly sitting on his desk, and there's a post-it note.
Okay. I think she's going to pretend she doesn't and keep like flipping through things on his desk. This is like a once in a lifetime. She's been told by the chief to go into his office to look for something. She's like, "We're take pictures of everything."
I literally like pull out my phone and I pretend that I'm like talking on it, but I'm like snapping the picture button on the side as
She's
I'm
like-
like just talking, and then I look at like Margot, like.
Yeah, I think Marco's gonna walk around with an innate sense of familiarity and just kind of start.
She's
Popping
gonna take
locks and
5
opening things
minutes
up.
to find this contract and just let her people take pictures of everything while she like digs through his desk to see anything that's in there.
Because technically my cell phone's the only one that's not police property.
And his burner. He has a burner.
Yeah.
I have a burner.
I'm going to say this right now.
Uh-huh.
You each have the ability to search this office. One thing. This is middlingly dangerous. If you choose to, you can search and you can tell me how you're going to search, and both that will affect the outcome both in subject as well as outcome. But this one is a choice. You're in the office. You can choose to do something or not. Don't all jump at once.
Margot is naturally. She's been in this office before. She it's not new. She would not she's probably got a little doc of her own to be like, okay, this week, what's different in his office? This week, what's different in his office? I'm not I love a bad idea. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
How are you going to do it? Well, everybody else is deciding. Scapone, how are you going to
Well, because I've been in this before, I think I'm gonna roll instinct because I'm instinctually. I know.
I like that.
little-
I'd go with that. I like that. Okay, so we know we have one. Betsy, you were going to
Yeah.
go. What were you saying there?
Damn. Okay, so Betsy is just looking on his desk as if she's looking for the contract, and she's like opening drawers and being like, "Darn, where would he have put that contract?" Just being like very like, "I'm clearly looking for a thing I was told to look for." So yeah, she's rifling his whole desk, and putting it back, but like looking through the whole thing. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna lean into training. She knows what should be on his desk, and she's looking for something that does not fit and or is illegal, because she would love more evidence to put this man away.
I go full on like intern secretary mode, and I turn to Betsy and I'd be like, if I was a contract, I would probably be in the locked filing cabinet. Where does the boss keep his key to the locked filing cabinet so I can look up the contract that's probably filed in there?
That's when Ben pokes his head up with a candy cane in his mouth that he's already shaping into the shape of a key. He's like,
Margot's got
Like,
a lock picture in her
I'm
hand. She
sure
goes, "Oh,
as
you got it then."
responsible captain, he took his key, but we have been asked to find the contract.
Which is
Do we
probably
have
in the
another
locked
way to open
cabinet.
the filing cabinet?
Okay. So I'm assuming that's a yes, Lolly. So, Ben, how about yourself?
well, Lolly kind of took the words out of my mouth. Ben's idea was to make a key out of candy and open up all of the locked filing cabinets, specifically looking for files with the name Crockett on it.
Ah, okay. Very fair. Okay, so we're going to go back around in this order. We're going to roll this out. Lolly, I have to get exactly and Ben, yours skill-wise, we're doing this out. So, Scapone, you're going to use your instinct here. What do we got?
Oof. And that's a 6.
Awesome.
I know this office better than my own desk because I don't do any work.
Okay, so you have a 6. You know that the captain puts things in the back of his file drawer in the desk. So you know, like if it's something that, is annoying, that's where it is. And you're looking for something that's very annoying in
Oh,
this
yeah.
kind of idea. So you go to that back one and you are able to get in there and pull out a photo. There is a photo of a gentleman with bright orange hair and a big top hat, and also there with a letter of arriving soon.
Yeah, Margot's used to this desk, and he keeps that drawer locked, but he doesn't lock the drawer below it. So she opens the drawer underneath, puts her hand in the back, pushes it up to get it off the casters, so she can just open it whether it's locked or not, and then finds that pick. I was like, hey, this. Actually, I think she's just gonna kind of pocket it for now, or take a photo of it. Actually, no, she's gonna take a photo of it, put it back for later, because she doesn't want to take anything, because then they know it's been taken.
Okay, so you have that. Awesome. Betsy, how is your rolling going?
Oh, sorry.
Could also be a 6 because we're really, really a good team.
I would love for that to be a 6. Hold on.
And it's 6.
That's 6. That's amazing.
Okay. I can't keep up with magic.
Betsy, you see clearly as you go into the drawer that there is a envelope with a letter in there. The letter is addressed. It is sealed, and it is addressed to you.
There's a letter addressed to me?
That is sealed in that drawer.
Oh, that's not nice.
Okay, who is it from?
You know his handwriting well enough that it's his.
So it's from him to me.
Yep.
It's not from somebody else and he stole it, is
No,
what I'm checking.
It's his handwriting.
I'm gonna lean over to Lolly. I think it's an old love letter.
Okay. I think Betsy sees it and goes, "Oh my goodness, you know, he must have meant to give this to me before he left. I will just make sure that gets to me. I'll put it on my desk and I'll read it later." As she's like looking for more stuff.
And
she does not know that there's a camera in here, but she would not put it past him. So she's just like being very theatrical.
Awesome. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, Sweet Tea, for bringing your folks here. We're in the middle of Chew, having fun. They are searching the police captain's office because he's on a vacay and he left the door unlocked and the chief told him to go in there. So that gives you an idea of where we are. We're in some moderate rolling danger here. But yeah, Betsy, you have that letter. We'll get to that in a bit. Lolly, you which way are you going to roll this out? Because you said you were going to get into that key into that cabinet.
So I think I'm gonna go instinct, just because I went if I was a secretary, I would be here. So I feel like that falls best in with instinct. So,
got it.
Fingers crossed, people.
6, 6, 3, 6, 6. Come on.
Oh,
Wow, we're 3 6s, everybody. 3 6s already.
I told you.
Definitely getting a 2.
Yep. So,
hey Ben, you want a sidekick?
Ben somehow rolls a 7.
Lolly, you go into the locked cabinet. You have found your way into the cold case files. And so when you're in there, you can clearly see that there's this rubber banded one with a bunch of Post-it notes that seem like a lot going into it.
I definitely finger through that one. I might pull that one out. And then I also look through all the files for the one to see if there's anything on the hospital that we went to.
You see on the major Post-it note on the front that's scrawled something that says the Midnight Snacker.
Hold on, I'm making notes of everything you're saying right now. I gotta write this down.
I'm not.
You probably should.
I don't want to.
So as I'm going through that, and I pulled out the first one, and I saw that, and then I'm like, Betsy, what would this contract be filed under?
So Betsy sees that as she's holding it very obviously, and Betsy goes, "Well, it would be filed under something from the mayor's office, or possibly security. It depends on how he files, but probably the mayor's office. So
Okay.
not that file. You can go ahead and put that back now.
All right.
I've read it.
So I do that, and I'm leafing through. I'm also looking for stuff on our personal records, because I'm he definitely is not paying me, and he's supposed to be paying me.
Lolly, if you're pawing through that file, you're seeing over and over a bunch of reports, murder reports, that all seem to have the same time of day in common.
Okay, I'm still on the phone, so I'm like flipping, and then I like turn to talk to Betsy and like take a picture with my phone as I'm like talking to Betsy.
And Ben, that leaves you, who is very specifically on looking at some Crocker files here.
Yes. I'm also going to use instincts just for the observational aspect. I think while everyone is kind of opening the doors and stuff for him, at first Ben was kind of like laser focused on, oh, I can make a key. And then the key was found, so Ben was like, oh, I'm useless. I'll find files I was told not to look for.
I'll be like,
Crocker.
Ben, help me. This filing system sucks. Nothing's in alphabetical order.
I can do that. I was really hoping that I would be able to go to the C's, but all right.
Come on, 6.
It's okay.
I got
it's
a
really
3 and a 5.
filed well.
Okay, we got a 5 going. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
that's, add them together, that's an 8.
so, Ben, you're putting through in the other side of the file cabinets here. When you're in there, you realize that you see a file marked Sophia Florentine. It is Sophia, the lady that you had met on the last case. And the file seems like there is a lot of random occurrences as well as a lot of shoplifting reports.
From her?
Just that she is a witness to.
That's interesting. What else is in this file?
You also see the copy of what you already had from the hospital. There is a copy of that in there, and you also see a picture with her smiling, a lot younger, holding a baby.
The girl?
Yep.
Okay, I think Ben's gonna snap a picture of that and then put that file back. Kind of keep thumbing through. He's very tired. Not a lot of energy, I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of like skimming through for a title. What does this file say? What does this file say? What does this file say? What is this? Oh, this one sounds like...
I feel like Betsy is aware that this cannot be too suspicious. 4 of them came into this office. That's already weird. So she keeps it very tight. I feel like she keeps an eye on the clock, on the wall. 5 minutes, she finds the contract and is like, oh, look, everyone, I found the contract. Let's leave this office to read it.
Perfect.
And then
good job.
To our security job.
Can I do something before we leave and try to do it very slyly?
Yeah.
Can I make a taffy mold of the keyholes of his cabinets?
Yeah, he's not around.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I want to do it, but I kind of don't. I don't want necessarily Betsy to see me do it. I just want to do it.
The last one
I think Margot sees nefarious things happening, and she's always up for shenanigans. So to be distracting, she's gonna scoop the shaving cream in the pie tin, and very obviously smush it into the captain's chair to make a distraction.
Okay.
Ben's
More of a whoopee cushion. What are you gonna do?
Fine.
I dip my
the
finger in the
janitor's gonna
shaving
clean that
cream,
up overnight.
and then I put a smiley face on the glass part of his door.
Well, I don't want him to think I like him.
It's gonna like
Make it a
disappear. It's
brownie
gonna
face.
leave a residue. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fine.
That's true. Something will be off and he won't know.
Just feel weird. and
Of course,
sticky.
we also unfortunately had to go through a lot of his files to find this contract, so we might just feel like everything's off, but that's just because we were looking for this contract.
Yeah, I'm really good at doing my job, and that's why this happened in this way, because I'm excellent as my job, as everybody knows.
And we really love Cap'n Crunch. We really love him.
He's
As an update, as you've all walked out of the office, a couple things have occurred. You have started a brand new clock,
Of course we did.
four-part clock.
What's this one called?
It doesn't have a name yet. You haven't got enough information to give it a name yet.
No name.
Yeah, it doesn't have a name yet, but you do have it. You have
My favorite
opened it up to
tidbits.
number 1. You have also extended one more slot in the very large clock called Observer.
So observers at 6.
We're at 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Out of
Yeah.
13.
That's not how many numbers a clock has.
I know.
Okay.
I've sussed out this thing that's
Your
different.
clock.
So yeah, I feel like Betsy gets everyone back to their desks and like sort of like pulls them into a huddle, and she's like, okay, anything you found, pictures, put in a file, gets emailed to me. Yes?
Personal email,
Encrypted.
I also-
personal email.
Yeah, personal email.
zip folder.
Exactly.
Got
You
it.
understand me.
You're so funny. I also think that at this point in time, while you're asking for information, that this isn't the first time that, to your information, Ben's gonna show you the email from IA and say, I think that this is happening today, but I could be wrong. I think that there's a lot of people meeting up in the park today, and
My
with
dad's
all-
gonna be there.
yeah, and I'm not trying to make Margot scared, but me and Papa Rocks have been talking because he also was invited to the event. I think that the CEO for Candy Crushers is going to be present in the park today.
Why would that scare me? Why? Why? Is he a bad guy?
I mean, I thought it was all fun and games until the FDA reached out to me and said they needed me to be a liaison essentially through it, and now I'm worried. So
Okay, so it could be a shell company for some nefarious. Oh, I really hope my dad doesn't get involved in tax evasion
I mean,
again.
As
the
you
mayor is hosting this event, which
The
should
mayor
not
is
mean
the-
that it's nefarious, but it's
No,
all mayor.
because the mayor is hosting this event. It definitely means it's nefarious.
definitely nefarious.
if you're sharing all the information you all have found from this space, Ben, you see the picture that Margot shows, and you clearly see the picture of Billy Bonkers, the Candy Wizard, the CEO of one of the largest candy empires on the Eastern Seaboard, as well as the owner of Candy Crushers, the game that you so care about.
Yeah, it's like, are cowboy hats back in? Because that's like two
That's
in a week.
Margot.
That's a
Margot,
top hat. That's a top hat. Top hat.
They're the same thing. It's big hat.
you're separate. Margot, that's the guy. That's
Which guy? There's so many guys.
The goofy candy guy on that
Okay.
picture. That's the CEO.
Oh, like this bad. Okay, because my dad is a goofy kid. You mean the potentially bad goofy candy guy?
I don't know if he's potentially bad, but that note right there says he'll see you soon.
Well, not me. It was in the guy's office. So him.
Okay.
Margot, I'm no longer talking to you. Betsy, the note says see you soon. Obviously, it means
Yeah.
he's gonna be here today, right?
Betsy, did you take the contract?
I did take the contract.
Perfect. You do finally look at the post-it note that's on the front that
Mhm.
that says very clearly, Betsy, go and vacay. Your problem now. Just remember, the contract's already signed.
Mm-hmm.
Crunch.
So I love how Crunch knew that I would have to deal with it. Yeah. Yeah. That's just like, So I think Betsy does take a minute to read through this contract so that she understands legally what they are required to do and legally what they're allowed to do.
Perfect. You read through the contract very quickly, showing you that number one, the office is meant to provide security for the general crowd that is assumed will be at this event. Also, there was a rider about doing the transit of protecting all the goods and props and everything because of a weird note that was sent to the mayor's office threatening the event. So all people and all items have been signed to be protected. And also, there's a little addendum that just clearly says FDA will be in charge of event organization as all items necessary.
Okay.
So you have been given a indefinite things that you have to worry about and handle with this.
Okay.
That
All
is
Why do I feel like we're being set up to fail?
Yep. Okay. And immediately she's gonna turn to Lolly and go, "Okay, Lolly, I need you to pull out the forms for transfer of evidence, and I need you to change it to responsibility of equipment. All right? I need something for people to sign. Do you understand?
Yes, I'll go and get those.
I'm gonna need so many of those. Just print me 20.
I will run the photocopier.
Just print me 20. There's like 100 signatures on each one. It'll be fine.
Okay,
And she's gonna pick up the phone again and use it as an intercom again. All right, FDA officers who are involved in the security measures at the park today. This is Officer Betsy Baker. I am now helping Officer Crocker run the organization of this event. I'm the one who contacted you all earlier about the legal matters concerning the political paperwork. Please keep anything that says vote for the mayor inside a box and or a tube. It should not be visible to the public until it has been put up at the park. Secondly, if you are holding a box and or tube, that is your box and or tube. If anything happens to it before we get to the park and or before it gets put up, it will now be your responsibility. We have interns coming along to get your signatures to make sure that everyone knows who has what box. This is serious business. Someone threatened the mayor. If your item ends up killing him, it's on your head. She hangs it up.
Margot picks it up and just at the end goes, "Yeah, what she said."
like this is more serious than it. You're not just hauling boxes. You're now responsible for the boxes.
all right. As you are getting everything ready, you see Officer Crocker doing the organization, telling people to get stuff set because it is time to drive on down to the park and the large-scale city park that is in Buffalo Wing City. So Nugget Park is laid out like your standard park in most major large American city with a large enough like space for everyone to be able to congregate in one large clearing surrounded by trees, a couple of rocks that have kind of like that you couldn't just blast through or move, so there's some contour to the park itself. So that's morely around the edges of where you are. So it's kind of like it's ringed in by like the staging area, trees, and then some rocky outcroppings that jut. As you arrive, you can see that there are people running around all over the place. There's kids playing in the park everywhere, from the play sets to climbing those rocks to begin with, and they're just starting to line up the police and or security fencing that's meant to go around everything as the four of you arrive.
I think she notes that some people are already setting up the security fencing, so she's going to leave those people on that, and she's going to assign some people to like be crowd patrol and like watching the crowd to make sure no one gets past the security, and then she's going to assign certain people to be like, all right, if you pick up a box, you need to mark it off on the document and put your name next to it so that we know that you carried it from this point to that point. You're taking a box. Like she's taking now the transport of these materials very seriously. No one is going to accuse the FDA of fumbling a poison of any sort. She's just like, no.
All right.
I think Margot's like trying to be like, okay, you weren't on the ball this morning. Lolly, see if you can like find some kind of like symbol match system. Like you could stamp somebody's hand and that stamp that box so that we have a double layer security for the people doing things.
From the copy room, I'm like, stamps?
Or just a marker,
we're
like somebody.
mark now. We're several steps ahead of you.
Okay.
Use a Sharpie. And just
Yeah,
mark
like a
it.
You told
Sharpie,
me
like
when I
a
was at the
star.
office.
Yeah, but like there's like 100 boxes. Do you know 100 symbols right now, Margot?
Okay. Well,
Well,
yeah.
sure the boxes have a
You don't need
serial.
100 symbols. You need
They
7
have a serial
symbols
code.
for 7 officers.
They have a serial code on the box. We'll just have them turn the box and take a picture of them with their associated box.
The serial code is in the shape of a QR code that looks like Chex Mix. That is also a thing. So, with that in mind, though, each of you, now that you have arrived, here is what you can do. You can set up some level of preparation of this event. We are still in a moderate space right now where you can decide how you want to help get this event prepared. You also, every one of you can choose to invite trouble or not within this role. And so you can ask yourself if you want to do that, do some of your other skills and abilities. If you would like to set them up, this is the time to do so. The landscape of this space, again, is a large clearing. Trees on either end, as well as some trees out towards the stage in the front, and the back is kind of rocky, jutting outcropping with like grass and things like that. That is the space you're dealing with. It has some service drives in the back of the stage area that's meant to be dropping everything off and doing the setup. So everybody gets to do a thing, and if you'd like to invite trouble, you can.
I feel like this is the park. This is not the first event at the park.
Nah.
Betsy is using her training and her years of doing this to be like, okay, we need 3 people there and 3 people there, and I need 1 plainclothes officer behind that tree and that tree, and I need 3 guys on headsets behind the stadium. Like, she's sending people to their very specific places according to protocol. And I feel like with the knowledge that there was something sent to the mayor's office and also the Candy Crushers thing, I think without anyone giving her instructions, she's like doubled everything. She's done this as if there's like a serious threat level, and she's using those protocols.
All right. So because here's what you're going to do is your role will be beneficial potentially for everyone else, because your role will help us determine if this will be well affected placement of everybody. So it will have an effect on the danger level here, depending on based on how you're playing this out and organizing everyone, Betsy.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to use that, and danger will move associated accordingly. And if you'd like to invite trouble, just let me know.
No, not in this instance, I don't think.
Okay.
All right. Don't fail me now, training. Training has failed me. My highest is a 2.
Okay. So.
No, it hasn't. I'm your sidekick. Try again.
Okay.
That we know what Lolly's doing.
Legally,
So
that's what I gotta do.
Legally is what you have to do. You must.
So wait, am I
'Cause
rolling
she's in
1 die or
charge.
2 die?
1 more.
Just 1 more. Okay.
Yep.
6.
The 5.
okay.
Significantly better.
All right.
Lot better.
So we are going to remain in the same place, but effectively you have every entrance and exit covered. You have folks at the back area, like you said. You have some folks who are very active in dispatch right now, helping you keep things moving and going. So we're still moderately in this space that's kind of like this, and you can go there. We'll come back to what that means later. Lolly, you're sidekicking now, so you've set yourself up with Betsy this way. Is there anything else you would like to do in preparation here?
Betsy, do you need me to go around and have everybody sign these forms, or are they for later?
Okay, so the forms were happening while we were still in the office, and like things were getting put into the
before
truck
we
and taken
left.
off of the truck. It's like transfer of evidence, except it's not evidence. It's just equipment. She was
tracking.
Yes, all the paperwork you did is being used right now. Every time it goes into somebody else's hand, the paperwork attached to the box has to be signed by that person. She's like, no, we will know.
Okay. What
So
do you
all
want
of
me to
these
do,
boxes
Betsy?
Have one of your pieces of paperwork on it.
How can I assist you?
Okay. I feel like you should be helping with communications.
Okay.
You should be like making sure that the people on comms are actually talking to each other and that everyone's getting the same
Oh,
orders.
so you mean like channel jump and make sure people are doing their job?
Yes.
Can I
And-
do it in the back of our van?
Sure.
All right.
All
Lolly really
right.
wants to be man in the van.
Love how you're
Yeah.
in these movies.
All right, so Lal, you're gonna be a relay kind of in this idea. So really, what you're gonna affect is the speed of
Gotcha.
response with your roll. So how again, you can plan that roll out here, and we'll see. You'll have an effect on the speed of any type of response of anything.
Let's see. I feel like I could kind of do this as a charm roll. I feel like I am charming, and then if anything or anybody's talking wrong on the comms, it could be like, "Hey guys, you're supposed to be working." So I think I'm gonna roll it as charm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And a 5.
All right. So you're gonna keep people moderately moving to the beat of the drum they need to. Things are gonna hum along. You even with a 5 got a couple of street vendors outside of the space before, like folks who had like little food trucks and stands out of the space before like everything was cordoned off. So you got
Mhm.
them out of the way. They're out of the way with the good coordination you got going there.
Everybody should be on channel 5. No other channel. Officers should be on channel 3. Thank you.
Mhm. I feel like Betsy also asks Lolly just quietly, like, if you hear anyone having a conversation about a thing we don't know about this event, don't interrupt them, but tell me.
I write it down.
Yeah.
All
Like,
right.
if there's weird stuff going on, Betsy wants to know.
Scapone, what would you like to do?
Well, first of all, we're going to establish that I, of course, want to invite trouble. I never say no to that. But I think before I do anything at the park, on the way, I had absolutely texted my mother in this like shorthand that we have that no one like that we know what it means, but it can't easily be deciphered. That just basically means like, do you know Dad's at the park for stuff that's kind of mayor adjacent? And hopefully she like if there's anything she needs to know about that I've given her the broad strokes.
He's there for some press release.
Nobody tells me anything in this family.
Wait till you're older.
Right, nobody's
Full
a
adult federal officer.
full adult who carries a gun. But still less guns than her mother.
Has metal finger.
Yeah, true.
Her mom doesn't know that yet.
Scapone,
Yes.
on that funny note, you feel like some random like jerks in that finger, and it's currently kind of like moving randomly on its
Mhm.
own.
That's
Okay.
kind of fun.
So it's kind of moving a little bit. It's off-putting, but it makes you very noticeable that it's happening. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it hard to text.
It does probably make it harder to text. It also means that you're kind of people are looking at you. You can tell
Actually,
people are
Immediately, I'm
aware
putting my
of you.
hand in my jacket pocket.
You're currently in your jacket pocket, and your jacket pocket is currently twitching. Ben, we get that to you. Let's start with what would you like to do in the preparation here?
So in preparation, I think I would ask Betsy if just because of I'm so strong-willed on the connection for the Candy Crusher CEO and just the safety of Papa Rocks at this point in time, knowing that he's also involved, that I want to go plainclothes as a reporter to try to be as close to the stage as I can.
Yeah. I feel like Betsy's like, that sounds like a great idea. Go for it.
But I also want to ask because we got a bunch of officers with us, right? And we got Lolly running communications and kind of like sitting in their little hub. Can we get a drone and get some footage? And Lolly's in control of that.
You can try to set up. I'd say you can either set yourself up to go plainclothes, or you can set up a drone surveillance here, assuming that you're building it with some random starburst option you have.
I think I'm gonna go plain clothes. I feel like the surveillance option could be good, but I feel like I'm gonna like Ben feels like he's gonna miss something if he's not there in person.
Perfect. Do you
And
want
so
to? Do you want to invite trouble while you do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna invite trouble, but I also want to let you know that just because I'm in plain clothes doesn't mean I don't have my standard issue, and I may or may not have a zip gun broken into 3 pieces made out of candy in my pocket.
That's okay.
Okay.
Roll this idea for the how successful this is for you. You have actually a large impact on where we go from here.
I'm using my instinct for this because it was all Ben's instinct to go into plain clothes. He feels like something is gonna happen. All right, guys. 5 and a 4.
Okay. So, Ben, you easily get yourself set up for plain clothes. You do see there's a couple of other reporters already setting themselves up, cameras and everything too. So it's very easy for you to just kind of wade into the group who are getting that up. In tremendously gaudy fashion, you see the most over the top Buffalo News crew is there, and they're hallmarked by just like the weird way they send their reporters to live scenes. So you see a gentleman currently dressed as a giant candy bar holding a microphone in front of the camera. Okay, so you have you have a giant candy bar kind of in front of you.
I was also going to say, while you're saying this, you just hear me back behind the stage with my megaphone being like, all news vehicles need to be behind the tape, not in front of it. Thank you.
I also think it'd be funnier if I had like a camera that was just a feed that was set up directly to Lolly. Or like set up somewhere, you know what I mean? Because it's like if I'm faking reporter, like I feel like I gotta have something.
FaceTime me and just put
Oh
your
yeah,
phone
you're
in
right.
your
I'll
pocket.
put my burner phone in my pocket on FaceTime. That's a great idea.
Very cool.
Okay.
Now you get yourself placed, and it is rolling around time. Everybody has gotten some good setup going. When you realize, Betsy, that there is one thing that's going on outside of the clearing that you were unaware of. Officer Crocker is coming over waving. He's holding large orange flags, and he's coming from the opposite side of the trees on one side, which you do know is another smaller clearing space. Hey, it looks great over here. I think we're all ready to go. I totally gotta keep waving, though. I don't know if I'm supposed to be waving over here. But I'm waving.
Well, who told you to be waving exactly?
Oh, it's in my prep kit.
Is in your what?
Oh, my prep kit for security, like the things they told me that I'm supposed to do in advance. Like
You're supposed to be waving the orange flags.
Yeah. I got a little bored. I got a little bored where I was supposed to wave it, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell me where you were supposed to be, and you and I will go walk over there, and you can explain this whole brief kit to me.
So, you start. He does like motion over to the other side of the tree set. So you're supposed to go over to that other smaller clearing. Mm-hmm. He's kind of waving his arms around. People are starting to make their way into kind of like getting prepped for whatever the rally is meant to be. You can see some of the folks arriving. So a couple things are happening. You see, as you're walking over, you see a limo pull up, and it looks like, very clearly has the symbol of the mayor's office out on it. So you kind of have that sense of that nobody's gotten out yet.
Huh?
You start to hear, though, a very large sound too, a whirring. As there is orange flags waving around you as you're walking, you realize slowly above you, descending, is a helicopter.
Okay, she's now gonna start pushing Crocker. Okay, move, back where you were supposed to go, back where you were supposed to go, move. Where are we supposed to be?
Yeah, okay, cool. That's fine. Well, I didn't really get told what any of this is about anyway.
Where are you supposed to be? Because the helicopter's going to land right on you. Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, that makes way more sense. Betsy, I would recommend you make a guts roll to see how well and how quickly you move him back into position.
Okay. Yeah, Betsy's like, and I feel like at the same time she's got her ear to Lolly and is like, make sure all security is on the mayor's car, please. All the security that's supposed to be at the mayor's car.
I switched to channel 3. All officers that are in charge of parking area, please be on the mayor's car. Thank you.
Okay, 6 to get him back.
Perfect. You're able to get him back in the clearing before it gets too low. It notices that he's moving for some fudging reason, so it does stop descending and waiting for you to kind of like starts kind of hovering in the direction along with you all. Does make their way over the other clearing and does come to touchdown there.
And today, Officer Crocker, we learn why we're supposed to do what we're told to do when they don't give us further instructions. Because that helicopter could have killed a civilian if you'd been waving those flags in the wrong spot. Luckily, no one was hurt today.
Lolly, on the radio, you hear what appears to be a weird screeching, like kind of like staticky sound at that point.
Like static, or like somebody turned the walkie and held it directly up to the radio.
So like it's really like a weird
feedback.
like it's a weird sound. Like it doesn't necessarily make like it sounds like static, but not.
Okay.
Time to go.
Is-
Times go.
So
Times to go. Over.
I'm like checking to see what channel that's coming through on.
You can't necessarily pinpoint it. And as soon as it was there, it is now gone.
I take the other walkie that's in the van. Betsy, channel 12. Betsy, switch to channel 12.
Moves to channel 12. Yeah, Lolly.
Weird interference on radio. Something about something to go. Be advised.
Put everyone on high alert, please. High alert.
Got it. And I switch to channel 3 and go, officers, be aware. Be on alert.
Scapone.
And then switch, everybody else, be on alert.
You now, Scapone, you see, and you got a message like, I'm getting her there right now. And you see the large truck from Papa Rox's Candy Kingdom is just pulling up there. It is such a large, like, set-piece style vehicle rolling up on the back of the mayor's limo.
He was really proud of that new paint job.
Security to the parking lot. Security to the parking lot.
He immediately gets out and is so excited and is just
I'm
kind of looking his
making a
excited.
beeline for my dad. Just I don't care if there's people in the way. I'm going right for my dad.
Ben, you see Scapone make a beeline. You did see the vehicle of Papa Rox, which you're familiar with. You've slept on their floor. You said so. So you do see that arriving. You do see something behind them that's very unexpected to you. You happen to see very much pull up behind that a little red car that you're familiar with that the family you know affectionately calls it the Meyer Mobile. As you see Oscar get out from the family that you stay close by and is also getting out and looking like they're wearing a large bright colored lanyard, much like you see on Papa Rox.
So I see Big O.
You do. He is walking also back out that way, and you are there as your posed reporter role. They're currently clean
Am I on
clothes.
comms?
You are on comms still.
Betsy, what the fuck is going on? Are you? Do you have eyes on rocks? Do you have eyes on Papa Rox? Why are?
It's on a helicopter that's landing right now. I assume
Helicopter?
Margot has eyes on rocks. Margot, do you have eyes on rocks?
Definitely.
Margot's on the parking lot.
Okay, Margot, why is the family I live with your dad right now?
I don't know. I can ask him.
Questions, Margot.
You need to figure that out right now. I'm too threatened up front to even
I can't. No, I can't hear you. What? What?
Eagle has landed. Eagle has landed. Repeat. Go. Repeat. Go.
Betsy, sounds again.
Interference is
I think
the helicopter.
Ben's sprinting.
team.
Ben sprints straight towards Papa Rocks.
Betsy,
yeah,
channel 12.
He's leaving the
I'm-
crowd.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm wait. Dad, what? Papa, what pops? What's going on?
Can Betsy assume that interference is the people from the helicopter?
You can.
Is there a way for her to know that for sure?
You can try and figure it. You can try and figure it out.
I guess she won't know until the helicopter lands. Really, she'd have to ask them if they're interfering.
As
It-
Betsy, or as Lolly just keeps on going, Betsy, 12. Betsy.
Okay, Betsy's on 12.
Betsy.
It is landing, so you are right there. It is coming down
Okay,
now.
I'm about to get either confirmation or non-confirmation from the helicopter. Lolly.
Weird interference again. It said Eagles a go.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like. Okay, it might be the helicopter. I'm gonna check with them. If it's not, we're in trouble.
Ben's already running.
Running for the helicopter or for Papa Rocks?
Papa Rocks.
Okay,
don't
I
know if
think
she
as
wasn't
soon
All
as
running.
right.
Margot gets close enough, her arm is going right around her dad.
You're not gonna necessarily get that close. So here's what's gonna happen, folks. So
Okay.
as you're both, the two of you are running up. Lolly, you're on comms. Betsy, you're out there. You see Papa Rocks go back to the big candy mobile, and what he does is he just opens the back door, and popping out of the back of this large, gaudy vehicle, not to any effect that you thought, is a large, tall, lanky man in a top hat, in orange hair. Hello, everybody! Welcome! It is so great to be here!
Wait, he
As-
came out of the truck?
He came out of the truck. The crowd that has assembled,
Security?
the crowd who has assembled by this point is cheering massively. That it's not a lot of people yet because it's not on time. It's early, but people have realized that he is the one in the back of this vehicle. Betsy,
Mm-hmm.
you see as the helicopter is landing, there's what appears to be plates on the ground where it's going to land.
Okay, great.
You see it touch down, and as soon as it does, fireball basically come up from that into the helicopter, exploding.
Okay.
You all hear a large explosion. Betsy, you
Okay.
are far enough away not to be injured by the explosion, but you see
Okay.
something heading your way. You can react.
Okay. I think. Oh, okay, something's heading her way.
Oh, yeah, you and, by the way,
Okay.
young Mr. Crocker waving his flags next to you.
Okay.
Everybody, security
totally.
measures. Lockdown.
Okay. So she hears that Lolly's handling that part. Lockdown. Which means everyone who is on the mayor and or the parking lot with Papa Rocks and the guest are like securing the special people over there. And everything's getting locked down. And Betsy goes, "We're gonna need backup over here." And like, I think she throws Officer Crocker to the ground. Yeah, I think she flattens because something's coming at them.
Go for
And she-
guts.
Yeah, and like, the mayor's son dies today. That will not look good on her record.
Also, prime suspect.
Prime
Nobody's
Stew.
smart enough.
Yeah, he's pretty dumb.
Patsy. Very Patsy.
He's the
Six.
perfect pawn.
Got a 6 again. All
Six.
right.
You're
So
doing good.
you are able to dive yourself and Officer Crocker out of the way as a propeller blade soars over your head, where your head and midways used to be, as it it moves itself out of the way and slams into an oak tree, putting there behind you.
Betsy is just out here being an action hero today.
As soon as this happens, and this is all happening on one side, you all on the other side of the park see the gentleman standing in front of you with the top hat go, "Holy shit! Never!" Ah! And goes and pulls the door closed back into the truck. And
Good.
with that, we will end our session for the
Oh
evening
my
as
dad!
an explosion has
Who was
rocked,
in the helicopter?
It has rocked Nugget Park.
The
As-
thing, because like the mayor supposedly is coming in the mayor's car.
Yeah,
so
whoever the
who's in that
pilot is
helicopter?
dead. We know that.
Well, okay, so the CEO just came out of Papa Rox's truck. We haven't seen anyone come out of the mayor's car, but who was in the helicopter? And obviously, there's some type of intelligence around us that is touched into the FDA or USDA that just purposely killed whoever's in the helicopter. Maybe as an assassination attempt, maybe as like a
Okay.
patsy
Yeah,
assassination.
this nerd's rope goes all the way up.
Yeah.
Who-
And with
yeah, that's my last note. Who was in
And
that
why is the
thing?
family there? Why are the Myers there? My life is at risk now?
so with all
He
of
took your
that,
spot, Ben.
I don't care
With
about
all
your
of that-
my dad.
we have ended,
Oscar is champion now.
we have ended our session with a lot of questions. I think a case is clearly in front of everyone. And with that, we will find our way next week further down the line in Chew. And with that, we are going to go to folks to be able to do a bit of promoing for themselves. We're going to start with Margot. Margot, go and we'll popcorn around.
God, I feel like it's been 12 years. My name's Jennifer, J Ryan, on everything. Mostly TikTok and Instagram, you'll see content. I do food stuff, D&D stuff, this stuff, other stuff. I'm going to New York next month. You're probably going to see New York stuff. I'll popcorn it over to Ben. Other way. Yeah, I can't. I hate this mirror stuff.
Ben.
To Ben.
Hey, this is Tyler Hall. I play Ben over here. Typically, I would say follow me on one social. Now follow me on another one. You can follow me on Incredihall at anything. That's like incredible, but instead it's Hall, like my last name. You know, I think that's funny. If you follow me on IG, which is the main thing, you'll be able to see a lot of content that it makes no sense at all. I uploaded a video this morning of me shooting my cat as if it was an assassination attempt. I don't know. I just do stuff like that. So have fun. I'm gonna throw them to Sarah.
Hi everybody, Sarah, go by Bluebell11 on the internet. I actually don't really have anything to plug today except for it is my husband Sweet Tea's birthday tomorrow, and if you wanted to come over to our channel to see us play Mecha Chameleon and probably fail miserably, come join us. I'll kick it over to Brittany.
Hi, Brittany here. I go by Brit on TikTok, where there's a lot of D&D content and a lot of different characters and a lot of different costumes. So if you enjoy that, that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. And I am the Donut Dungeon Master, Concleon Owen here. We got a lot going for us right now. If you ever want to help us with the things we do here, feel free to throw a sub below because we put money back into the things we do here, having fun with it. We also have support. If you'd like to learn more about Cozy Games, you can get a subscription to Cozy Companion from Snow Bright Studios, who helps sponsor and do some really cool, great with Cozy Gaming. They also have a brand new Gothic style Grimm magazine that you can get a subscription to, which is also taking you into more of the Gothic horror side if you like horror games and things of that nature. We also have GM Assistant. If you ever need help taking notes in your games, GM Assistant offers an opportunity to help you taking notes, immersing you, and much like any other tool for those who have needs, especially related to their education, it was built out of that idea in mind and helping note-taking for players and GMs alike. So really cool opportunity. If you want to check them out, you can find them and we can help support that too. And otherwise, you'll find me on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube. You'll also find me at Gen Con in 2 weeks. I'll be taking over Gen Con socials a couple days, attending both the Academy and Trade Day on the Wednesday, and also then taking over one of their other socials on Thursday. I'll be roaming around doing all sorts of things at the convention. If you want to know where to get a cup of coffee, I'll be helping you out with that, or maybe even a good donut. We'll be playing games, seeing friends, and hanging out. So feel free to say hi there. It'll be awesome to run into you. And otherwise, we're just eating donuts, playing games all summer long, and you can find us on TikTok and Instagram doing that. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out and spending time with us. We'll be back a week from today, getting into the next session of our case, and it's gonna be interesting.
My
Otherwise,
dad's gonna be fine.
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
We just watched someone die.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
that's-
so.
Yeah.
I think something
Someone in a
happened.
helicopter, not in a truck.
Otherwise, we'll leave it to you all. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.